So do not wait to get only paid gigs before you put an effort into your content. Whether it's free or it's paid, put in the same effort and you are going to build a brand that stands for quality. It's been such a long time since I did a sit down video like this. I just wanted to come in here and talk about a few things that few questions that I have been getting on my Instagram and even on my YouTube sometimes about people who want to get into food blogging or food influencing. So basically food blogging is when somebody shares their experience with food on a digital platform. So whether a video digital or written or a picture, a photo, any of them, it's all about food blogging. But the ideal way or the ideal meaning of blogging is when it comes to owning a website and then writing. But these days, people who vlog, people who post pictures and videos all call themselves bloggers. Right? So I don't have a website yet, it's still in development, but I still call myself a food blogger because I produce content on food. If you're here and you have an interest in becoming a food blogger, this is an updated video on how you can do that. I'm just going to share a few things I've learned in my 2+ years of being a food blogger. It's been very rewarding, it's been challenging, it's been everything in between. And before you start, I'm going to say that it's not a quick fix, it's not a quick way to get money, it's not a quick way to get recognition and popularity. You need to put in the work. So if you're looking for a quick fix, I would advise that you stop watching this video and then you find something else to do. But if you are in for the hard work, you want to put in the work and get the results, then this video is definitely for you. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe because more content like this will be coming your way. So let's get into the video. To begin with, I'll just give a little rundown of how my journey has been as a food blogger. I didn't really start with the idea that I wanted to make this a career. For those who know or those who are on my Instagram, I talk about this a lot. It was something that I was just doing to kill boredom. And then it turned out to be a business 2 years later. And I'm very grateful for that time where I discovered that this is something I want to do because I really love it. I love the impact I make. I love the money I make from it. I love the recognition I get from it, and I love the hard work I put in to build something like this. First, if you want to be a food blogger, the first thing I would tell you is to just start. I know this sounds cliche. Everybody's saying just start, just start, just start. And you're like, please, I'm tired of hearing this. But that is the only trick or hack you need. Start with what you have. Start afraid. Start uncertain. That is how we all started. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just winging it. And along the way, things started picking up. So if you have the idea, please, I know you are reading all the blogs, watching all the YouTube videos, following all the mega food bloggers and other content creators out there, but please start. That is the only way you learn. You can watch all these videos, and if you do not put them into practice, it's nothing. So that's the first thing I'll tell you. When I got the idea, the first day I got it, the next day I was doing it. I was using my mom's utensils, her groceries, everything. Some of you have the best phones, you have cookware at home, you have groceries at home, but you're like, I need to get a camera first, I need to get a tripod, I need to get this and that. I'm not saying that those things are not important. I'm just saying that please start with what you have. Start with your kitchen, start with your small chopping board, start with your small cookware, and learn along the way, grow along the way. It's actually the best. But if you have the money to afford all those things and you want to get it before you start, that's also fine. Next thing I would want you to do is to find your tribe. So I've made it very fancy so that you do not feel like it's too complex. I know you've heard about having a niche everywhere on the internet, and it's not a lie, right? It's not a lie. That's why I've said having a tribe. You need to have a group of people in mind or a target audience that are going to create the content for, because you cannot wake up this morning and say I'm creating baby food content and then the next morning I'm making food for hepatitis B people, or the next day I'm making food for pregnant mothers. That is like all over the place. You don't really have a focus, and it's like it's all over the place. But when you know that, okay, the content I'm going to be creating for is food for mothers who are pregnant, so mothers from their first trimester to their third trimester, foods that they're supposed to eat to help the baby grow healthy or to help them become strong so that when it's time for labor, they can really give birth properly. If that is the niche, that's very specified. And a lot of people think that when you have a niche, you are limited because it's a small group of people. But it's so easy to build authority, it's easy to create a brand, it's easy to really speak to a specific group of people when you have a niche. And that is how you grow quickly. Honestly speaking, That is the trick, right? If you're a generalist, it's like you're all over the place. Somebody will follow you today because they saw a baby content. The next day they see content for old people and they're confused. They're like, I don't even need to be here because the content I'm looking for is not here. Do you understand? That is why having a niche is so important. You're even able to identify the brands you want to work with when it comes to working with brands, because if you're a baby food content creator and you're working with brands that make food for other people, that doesn't tie in with what you do. So it's really, really important to find your tribe. Why is it important to have your tribe? Because one, it gives you a focus, and it gives you like endless content creation, because you are creating content to solve a problem. So you identify these people that I want to create content for, what problems do they have? For example, if my niche or my target audience are people who are just fresh out of college, who are now starting life, so they are probably living with their parents, or they just moved out. Some of my content ideas could be what kind of equipment to get when you're on your own, how to meal prep, how to buy groceries, and then on a budget, how to cook on a budget, how to pack meals for work, because these are people who are now starting life, and some of these things they need to know. Even the kind of gadgets you get for their kitchen, some of them may not be aware. So you see that the content ideas are limitless, because every content is supposed to solve a problem. So knowing your tribe, having a niche does not make you stuck. It does not make you limited, but it gives you the opportunity to create content that solves real problems for your audience. So the second thing I would advise you to do is to think about, who do I want to target? What problem do I want to solve? For which people? When these people come to my page, what value do they get? That's the second thing I would advise you to do. 3 is to invest in your knowledge. If you follow me on Instagram or my other platforms, you know that I am somebody who is very passionate about continuous learning. I've been doing this for 2 years, and every day I learn something new. Every day I discover something new. So if you start and you think, oh, now I'm good at photography, so I'm not going to learn again, then you get stuck. Learn to reinvent yourself. Read books, take courses, take classes, pick coaches. Like, just every single day, learn how you can upgrade what you are doing. Engage with your audience, learn from them. This work is a never-ending learning experience. Every day you learn. When I started my channel or my food blogging career, I didn't even know a lot about spices, because from where I came from, the only spices that we used in cooking, ginger, garlic, onion, that's the end. That's what I was used to. So when I came into the scene, I realized people were using parsley, people were using cilantro, oregano, cayenne pepper. I was like, what is this? I had to take my time, sit down and learn what these spices are, what they can be used in food, right? So if I just felt like, okay, I don't even need all of this, I already know ginger, garlic, onions, that's what I'm going to use all the time, right? Then you don't really move forward. You're going to stuck in the content creation journey, because you're only using what you know. But if you continuously reinvent yourself, continuously learn how to use the gadgets, how to take photos, lighting, the cooking itself, the processes itself, the editing, everything, you realize that as time goes on, your process keeps increasing. Like, your process keeps getting better. Somebody comes to you 1 month, the next month they come, and then there's a huge gap between that 1 month and the new 1 month. So learning every day is a no-brainer. You need to be investing in your knowledge, and not be afraid to spend money to get knowledge, because it takes money to make money, even in this career, especially in this career, because the gadgets are going to buy, the courses that are going to take, the coaches are going to hire, all that will require money. So do not be afraid to spend money when it's time to spend money, because when the money is coming, it will really be coming, and I mean that, right? So do not be afraid to invest in your knowledge. It's super, super, super important. Fourth tip I'll give you is to invest in your craft. So when it comes to investing in your craft, that is getting the needed tools and equipment to make your work better. It's very, very important. One thing I've realized is that anytime I buy a new equipment, anytime I buy a new cookware, anytime I buy a new prop, a new backdrop, I realize that, wow, there's been a huge jump in how my content is represented. There's been an update, and a good one, right? So as much as I said, start with what you have. Do not get stuck there. Find ways to continuously upgrade your gadget, upgrade yourself, upgrade your skills, upgrade your lighting, so that people come to you and they see that, wow, this person is actually growing. And that's one thing that has really helped me. I'm somebody who wants to continuously upgrade myself, whether in terms of my equipment, my knowledge, and all of that. So somebody was like, oh, I was following you last month, I haven't been active, they come the next month, they were like, wow, I don't even recognize your content anymore. Or I work with a brand, they come maybe they come this month, they come the next 2 months, and the content has changed, the presentation has changed, everything has changed. It's because I always want to invest in my craft. I always want to invest in equipment. I always want to invest in things that's going to help my content improve, because this is my career. If you're just going to do it as a hobby, something to do for fun, then you don't need all of this, right? But if it's something you want to do as a business, you need to consider some of all these things, right? Because the time will come that you'll be making money out of it. But if you do not put in quality work, the time that you're not making money out of it, no brand will want to work with somebody that doesn't produce good content, right? So when I started out, I was using my money to buy things a lot. I wasn't making any money from it, but I was spending a lot on it because I wanted to get to that level where a brand will see me and be like, I need to work with this lady because of her content or because of the quality where she puts out there. Right? So do not wait to get only paid gigs before you put an effort into your content. Whether it's free or it's paid, put in the same effort and you are going to build a brand that stands for quality. So please do not be afraid to spend money, okay? I'm just going to say this a lot because I'm going to spend a lot. I'm not joking. It's not even just about food content creators, but all content creators spend money on so many different things. But for food, even when it comes to creating the content, you need to be getting the groceries and the cookware and everything. So money spending and food blogging are like 5 and 6. If you're not ready to spend money, please, I would advise you choose a different career field. Thank you. Okay, there's a lot, but if you want me to make a part 2, please leave it in the comments and I'll make a part 2.